ni pamutakinga ko ba bosi bareke nabene balireki tete chimikali perero ukwamba pali ya muntu aranda ndefoka hospital mwalekana ba family nabamona imyendere yakwe taendere bwino te government ya mutwele ku South Africa aile nkufa y'obumi ero obumi kulya asanga tawo Africa so imwe there's no way kushita threats abantu kushita threat baleke ni ba PF alileko balefaya kulya kwine echo tinga mishita advice kapali chiruvene apa uri omuntu aile ngomuntu nokubwera babwera ngomuntu thank you kuti mwabe bakwa mwali teta tawe bakalefye ba Alexandra babe ni bamwali teta bakalefye atapa ichiriro ichina balanda bena tawe techa government kai ngomuntu wali wa government ngana pa kubala baliro lekeshapo ngatabafumishe onzama entitlements but bossy, no matter how much you can say, it will remain the same. It will remain the same. Mwala kwa tashana maka government like for what? Today mwana shamaka. By the time somebody wanted to go to the hospital, you failed to do so. What type of hypocritic is that? Ushkweta mano wa ule rwile chiri chowe. Ushkweta mano ni wewe. Ule rwile chiri chowe abe na balanda tamwa bachitira support baile ngo muntu barabwele ngo muntu. Nga chabi papi. Ushkweta mano ni wewe. Leave them. If that's your funeral, leave them. You think they didn't know that that man was a statesman? They knew. But why didn't you left everything to his hands to do everything and refusing him to go to the medical? That's the question, and you should answer that. Mambo wa Alexandra, wewe na bamwali tata wechushunishi wale chushikana omutima echichiriro techa government. Kwamba napa kwamba pali. Tawampele support umuntu. Nanguni mwebo mulelanda ndefoka hospital muntame kanyoka ya hospital ero nga mwafa tino face chichiro tutekere awe bamdala yakanikeyo mtentrole chef ndefo fili no kufista understanding nemo fiberere mwajita understand and tachali cha fisamika even ama Zambians bonse twalishwa tefya chitike mamona wa Alexander so fimo ifintu twira fisenda kwati kuseka kwati kwangala kwati kumona abantu kwati bali tumpa utawatontonkanya ichichalo pakufotela kainde no one is saying akainde should now start doing things that is not right. No, we hoped that the president is supposed to do the right things in the sense that that's why the majority did that. But look, the results now are really bad. You can even if Mariteta is talking like that, even if you Alexandra, no matter how much you can hide yourself, whatever, you know that what the president and the UPND, what they are doing to opposition, certain opposition, is not right. Because it's not our first time to see opposition in the ground. We're seeing people having differences when they are opposition and some they are in power. But once you take over power, you embrace everyone for the sake of peace. This is what we are going to learn in Zambia. And me, what I will tell you is this. If you send soldiers to go in their secretariats, and then ayonomba na mwiro mbelafyati naomba mwe exposed more kufyalo fimbi alawe exposed more because news ya la nishi bachitire hivi. So just swallow your pride na muse banakale ba UPND kosu kitave swallow pride and then can fipite fya chiriro musambiriro kwikala bwino na abantu lunga omwale tina nafwa. So there's nothing you are going to do to change the minds of people what they think about what has happened to Lungu. They know that this death, as he said it himself, he explained before he died to say, I'm being denied all and all my benefits are being withdrawn. He went to South Africa just sneaking like a thief just to seek for his medical attention. And the people who were involved at the airport, they are all fired. How do you describe that to the eyes of people and the citizens? Do you think they are dormant? Do you think they don't think? Do you think the ordinary Mr. Kainde is the one who thinks? And the UPND group? The answer is no. So think twice before these things actually people are talking around. Let the family mourn. They have decided to do so because that person you treated as a government, you treated him as not a statesman. As you stated, we were there, some of us, we know how it started into the end. Intervene, from the way to go, Hakainde didn't like Lungu. That's why he even refused to allow him to go for medicals. Okay, so intervene all of animan and washte intervene. Umundo mwalekelea aya ifuira kulia. Nangu fipoa family. Mwatu wa kwa tendrama. Ila family alikuwa tendrama, party alikuwa tendrama kulia ama well wishers Catholic kwa liwa vengi abantu abachitina donative ya Chiriro, without without government, it would be successful funeral. You understand? You've seen how the students, the whole Zambia, have cried for. Have you seen the youths? If you think the youths are on your side, have you seen the youths? So don't cheat yourself. Tell the Akainda to go and intervene to all these prophecies. You will see what will erupts. If you are going to manage to handle the pressure which is going there, even the army, even the police, even what, see it if it will happen. Then you buy the map at the world level to see what is going to happen if you don't know for the first time. And the name of Akainda will be dented worse than the way it is now. Mr. Alexandra, my thinking is just straight. Even it was me, if it was my father, he was a president, and then the other president comes in and restrict everything, wishing my dad to die. Because if my dad was being denied the medical, meaning that someone was wishing my dad to die. Now my dad dies, and then tomorrow you yourself who wished me, my dad to die, you want me to embrace you and say, okay, let me listen what you are going to say. Is that normal? Alexandra, come out, is that normal? What kind of thinking are you as well? If you ask me that question, if it was your father, today, it has been done in such a way where everything is being withdrawn at the head of states. Then somebody, just to go and seek the medical attention, someone refuses. And then that person dies. He just sneaked to go out and he found himself there. It was too late for his medical checkups and he dies. Moreover, we put on top of that, and the news circulated that those people allowed just to go in the aeroplane, their job are fired. What intention was there for the government? Tulungu. This is the intention. So people said, no, Umon, what is your hand? What do you want to do for somebody who didn't want? What do you want to do on their funeral? What do you want to achieve? Nga mulafu okupusana n'abantu kitenfo fine epo mwala mona nomba abantu tukashi bantu balifulwa balikalafya abantu omba apa pachiriro epo mwinga mona kala ya muntu ukufuminina bebe ne bapolisi baye bachita raps ola basoja baye bachita raps mufiriro then mumwana abantu nomba tukashi abantu bale kalafya tondolo kashi fyali bakalpira mu mutima. Do that. Kaba mbina tuwamva barenda tawashi wati government. What is government? Government is people. Even amasoja balebe na masoja mwinga tumatukabiyenda, they have got a human heart and they know what a church has done to this former president. It's not that the army doesn't know. It's just the oath they hold. They know it very well. Police, they know it very well that you mishandled the former president. If you don't know Alexander. So don't champion here to say, what kind of thinking? The thinking we are thinking, that's the thinking we are thinking as well. Aye mwa Alexander simunaziwe pezo mukaniza kutaende ku medical simunaziwe mwe kutuja mutana swearing hapo. Baebe ba church pezo muleza kutaende ku medical sana zio kutuja mutana swearing hapo. It's a head of state. In fact, moreover, this issue we are talking about, even if an ordinary person, when it comes to medical, is supposed to be allowed. What was so difficult? You are very calm. May I ask you a few questions? You are very calm the way you're saying, no, Lungu is actually not Famuntumo. No, in fact, even the family, the way we have heard, he did say that everyone state was mourn. No, they said everyone can mourn. But despite we have refused the government to help with this funeral, which is simple and straightforward. Do you know why? My brother, let's take this a spade to a spade. UPND has uttered a worstly thing on Lungu. Okay, a worst that you can't even imagine, a worst things that's been uttered on Lungu. I remember even when Sata was in opposition, he said a lot of things to Manawasa, and they reconciled. Manawasa, they had to say, let's reconcile my brother, and Manawasa died. People actually even clapped. Come to Rupia, he was moved from power. Sata came, Lungu came, they embraced those people, regardless of anything. Now, what was so difficult for HH to embrace his friend, his brother, reaching a point where to deny even going to the hospital to do the checkups, even reaching a point to withdraw whatever benefit that he today we are calling that he was a statesman. Where do you going to label Lungu as a statesman that in the if I ifiraeka South Africa ali amuku ifiraeka ukubutuka mcharo chiri chakwe ukufayo obumi bantu ba government na bamukanya nomba asanga means yakwa limbi kuti napusuka into afwa. You want people to be happy, you want even the family to be happy. My brother, let's take these things very serious. It has happened to Lungu, and this UPND can even do it to somebody else if you don't know. Let's be serious. This is our country. It's not talking about hatred or whatever. What has happened to Lungu is unfortunate, and it shouldn't even happen again in Zambia. Even to him, as Hakainde, when he becomes an former president, this shouldn't happen. No matter how much somebody will come there with his hatred or whatsoever, this should be an end, what Mr. Hakainde and the group has done. You understand, my brother? And this is to show the government that this is not the right path to take. The family are okay to the decisions. The people, the whole Zambia mourning, which one do you want? Students all over, churches are mourning. Which else do you want to mourn? Lungu. If UPND government is not there and then Zambia is not mourning, are you sure that's what you are saying? I'm sorry, my brother. I'm sorry. Brother, there's no cyber crime here. Let me tell you, when something happens, the evidence are there that this man was being denied. Oh, so be it. You think going to jail is an issue? That's what you think when you say the truth. This is the government of Hakainde that you should threat each and everyone who say the truth, and this is the truth. Let me tell you, this is the truth. We have got the videos. We've got everything. That the time Lungu wanted to go, he was denied. We have all those. We are set for that one, my brother. So if you think it's a cyber crime, go for it. Let me tell you, you are cheating yourself. And let me tell you, tell me I can report myself to police over this to show you that I'm not fearing. UPND government cannot be actually silencing people who tells the truth to bring this country into a unit. If you think to continue where something wrong happens and then we're supposed to start clapping, I can't clap something is what is wrong. You understand? I've got my own father who actually born me. I can't start clapping somebody who's doing wrong things, and because he's the president. Who told you that? Who told you that I came to Zambia, or either I was born in Zambia to praise someone who does wrong? If we manage to condemn Edgar Lungu, who is HH, that we should clap. When he does good things, we should clap. When he does wrong things, like what he did was wrong, and we want the president to learn something out of this and pass this information to whoever want to pass it. Wrong should be called wrong. Right should be called right. We are not your babies. We are not your children. It doesn't mean that if there's a government in place, then we're supposed to be oppressed. You understand? Don't annoy me.
That's from the inside UPND. The Zambians deserve an apology. The Lungu family too, and the Patriotic Front.